But when you're ready, let's actually start just bringing chin to chest and taking a few moments just to roll our necks. I don't know how you've spent your morning, if you're just getting up now, if you've been in classes for hours, if you've been watching Zoom. But sometimes, I know even for myself, when I'm on Zoom and I'm in class, I tend to have my head a little bit further forward, even though I keep telling myself I should actually put it up so I can actually have my vertebrae, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. I don't always do that. And it's so important. So just releasing the neck. Our head weighs 12 pounds. And depending on the angle, if our chin is tilted down, it can actually feel like it weighs 40 pounds. And so it's really hard on our neck, which is what we're starting with, just gentle neck rolls and then bringing shoulders up. In a moment, we're going to start to flow. And reverse our circles the opposite way. And by the way, thank you for joining me. I think it's so important for us to just keep moving, breathing, and stretching. Just getting our blood circulating, our breath moving, releasing stress, getting a little bit of a sweat on too. So making sure you've got water, take breaks when you need it. And when you're ready, let's start by taking a nice big breath in. And on your exhale, coming into a forward fold, bringing fingertips to shins. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften the knees and slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side and reach. And exhale, bowing forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, one more. And exhale, bowing forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side, but slow a bit more this time, adding on. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing our hands onto the ground, jump step or float, feet back into plank, keeping elbows tucked in as we come down into chaturanga. Lifting hard up into cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes and transferring back into downward facing dog and walking through the feet. Feeling your hips really reaching up towards the sky and lengthening your spine. And soften knees, looking past our hands, jump step or float our feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart and hands to side. Oh, as I fall over. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, bowing down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands onto the ground, jump, step, or float, feet back into plank, coming down through chaturanga, scooping up into cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, stretching back into downward dog. Let's pick up our left leg and very carefully taking left knee towards our forehead. Inhale, reach back and left knee to forehead. Inhaling, reach back and left knee to forehead. Inhaling, reach back, bend a knee, stack hip. Making sure both hands are equally onto the ground as we take that big breath in. And big breath out. Making sure your fingers are nicely widespread. Taking big breaths in And big breath out, slowly coming back to center, reaching it up, taking a deep breath in and deep breath out. Seeing if we can lift the leg a little higher and then taking left knee to left upper arm. And inhale, reaching it back. And left knee, left upper arm. Inhaling, reaching back. And one more. Inhaling, reaching back. Bending knee, stacking hip. Taking nice deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And slowly unstack, reaching leg back, taking a big breath in this time, taking left knee to right upper arm, coming into that twist. And inhale, reach back and twist. And inhaling, reach back, one more. And inhaling, reach back, that step. Left foot in between our hands, taking back knee down, coming into a crescent lunge. So knee is directly over our ankle as we breathe and inhale, opening chest up. And exhale, bringing it up. Inhale, bringing chest forward, arms reach back. And inhale, reach up. Inhale, opening heart again. And up. And reaching back. And up. This time, bringing hands together. We are going to bring it into a twist. So take your right elbow over towards left side. So option one is your knees on the ground. Two is bringing it into a twist, really breathing. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. Two more big breaths. And last one, slowly unwrap both hands onto the ground, taking left leg back. And very carefully when you're ready, let's do 8 kicks with that left leg. So reaching it up and down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet on the ground. Staying here is option 1, option 2. Coming back up to high plank. Soften your elbows down through chaturanga. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog, tuck toes. Stretching back into downward dog. Coming back up, high plank. Down through chaturanga. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog, tuck your toes. Stretching back into downward dog one more time, high plank, down, scooping hard up, and tuck, stretching back, and rooting into left foot this time. Let's pick up our right foot. And this time taking knee to forehead, and inhale, reach back. Exhaling, knee to forehead. Inhale, reach back, one more. Inhaling, reach back, bending knee, stacking hip, feeling that stretch along that right side of the body as we reach your toes over towards that left side. Making sure we're not dumping into our left shoulder, hands are equally on the ground as we breathe. And slowly unstack, see if we can lift a little higher this time. Right knee comes to right upper arm, big breath in, and exhale, reach. And inhaling, reach back, and exhale, reach. Inhaling, reach back, one more. And inhaling, reach back, and bending knees, stacking hip again. Really breathing, just checking your hands, readjusting, nice wide spread fingers. Feeling those shoulders rolling back. Taking nice big breaths in and deep breath out. And slowly unstack, reaching back, taking a big breath in. On your exhale, taking right knee to left upper arm. And inhale, reach back, left knee, left upper arm. And one more. And reach. When you're ready, stepping foot in between hands, coming into a crescent lunge on the other side and reaching arms up. Inhaling, opening chest to the sky. Exhale, bringing it back, reaching forward. And inhale up, exhale, and reach. And back, and reach. And open, and reach. And back. Slowly bringing both arms. We are going to come into that twist. So this time, take your left elbow over towards the right side. Hands in prayer. If you can, curl your back toes and pick up your knee. Really breathe. Make sure your front knee is stacked over ankle. And with every exhale, seeing if we can pull up just a little bit more, pulling belly button out and in to open up our heart a bit more to that right side. And one more big breath on the exhale, slowly unwrap both hands onto the ground, stepping both feet back. When you're ready, 8 kicks with your right foot, reaching it up. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it up, bending knees, stacking hip, and breathe. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. And slowly unstack both feet onto the ground, coming back up to high plank. Down through chaturanga, scooping hard up, into upward facing dog. Exhale, stretching into downward dog. Soften your knees, looking past your hands. Jump, step, or float feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees. Slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to sides, and soften into chair. Feeling your hips reaching back as we breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Let's root into our right foot and take our left leg forward. And as if you're skateboarding, gently brush. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bringing both all the way down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands onto the ground, jump, step, or float feet back into plank, coming down through chaturanga. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Stretching back into downward facing dog. And from here, let's come down onto our forearms. If it feels okay, just make sure shoulders are rolled back. You may be able to walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands. And when you're ready, let's pick up our left foot. And taking knee to chest, reach it back. Knee to chest, reaching back. Knee to chest, reach it back. Knee, and 4. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet onto the ground, coming back up into downward facing dog, coming all the way up to high plank, down through chaturanga, scooping hard up into upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, stretching back into downward dog, coming back up to high plank, down through chaturanga, scooping heart up, into upward facing dog, tuck your toes, stretching back, one more, coming back up to high plank, down, scooping heart up, and tuck the toes, reaching back, and when you're ready, coming down onto your forearms again. Really breathe, and when you're ready, if you'd like to walk, feet a little bit closer, please do. Let's take our right leg, 8 kicks. Actually reach it up, and then bringing knee, and reach back, and knee, and reach, knee, and reach, knee, and reach. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully, both feet onto the ground, coming back up into downward facing dog. Soften into your knees, looking past your hand. Jump, step, or float feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees. Slowly coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to sides. And when you are ready, soften into your knees. Second chair, reach. Feeling hips reaching back, belly button in. When you're ready, transferring weight into your left foot, picking up right leg. And if this is not possible, that is okay, just holding in chair. And when you're ready, 8 skateboards. Gently brush through and reach. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down into a forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, bringing both hands to the ground, jump, step, or float. Feet back into plank and bringing it into a side plank, bringing right hand or right elbow onto the ground and open to the side. You can always have bottom knee on the ground or taking top leg forward as we breathe. One more big breath. When you're ready, let's change other side. Bringing left hand, making sure it's directly underneath the shoulder as we breathe. And one more big breath, slowly coming back to center, coming down. Huge chaturanga, scooping heart up into upward facing dog, tuck toes, stretching back into downward facing dog. Let's pick up our left foot and stepping left foot in between our hands and coming all the way up into a warrior 1. Really breathe. So your pelvis is facing towards the front, pulling up through pelvic floor, and really breathe, reaching our arms up in that victory pose. And circling wrists, taking hands back, shoulders back. If it feels okay, that's straighten our front knee. And very carefully reach hips back as chest comes forward. And one more big breath, slowly coming all the way up and releasing our hands. Soften into front knee. Let's bring our hands all the way to the ground, coming into a standing split. So gently transferring our weight to the left foot. And very carefully, if it feels okay, taking your hands to wrap around shin. And one more big breath when you are ready. Soften into the front knee, hands onto the ground. Transferring back, bringing the back foot down, coming back up into that warrior one again. And breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath when you are ready. Reaching hands to the ground, walking them forward. If it feels okay, engaging core and very carefully taking one, second one off the ground into a variation of warrior three. One more big breath on the exhale, stepping it back, bringing it back up to that warrior one again, and breathe. And one more big breath. So option one is coming into standing split. Option two, bringing both hands on the ground. And if it feels okay, gently kicking up. You're going to take that back leg, reaching it up, and we are going to do 8 of these. So reach up and down. If that is too much, supporting leg stays on the ground. If you're coming all the way up, I want to make sure you're engaging shoulders. Try to look through your legs. Through. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it all the way back into downward dog, coming up to high plank, down. Inhale, scooping up, upward facing dog. Tap toes, stretching back to downward dog, coming all the way up, down. Scooping hard up, and if you'd like, keep your left foot off the ground, high plank, down, scoop, and up. One more. Reach, both feet on the ground, and up. Let's pick up, right leg, stepping right foot in between your hands. Warrior one on this side, find that foundation. Come all the way up, arms up. Oh yeah, and breathe. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. Really breathe. And when you're ready, straighten front knee, hips are still square, pelvis is forward. Taking hands behind back, shoulders back. Reaching hips back as chest reaches forward. And one more big breath, slowly finding your way back up. Hips are still square, arms up in victory pose. And when you're ready, slowly bringing hands down. If it feels okay, walking them out. We are coming in, and I'll step back so you can see me, into a warrior three. So whenever you're ready, slowly reach. And when you're ready, both feet coming back into that warrior one. Soften arms up, taking those big breaths in and big breath out. And when you're ready, slowly bringing it down into standing split, picking up back like if it feels okay to take hands to wrap around shin, please do. And one more big breath, stepping both feet back and downward facing dog, walking through your feet. And picking up right foot again, stepping it in between hands. One more time, coming all the way up to high plank and breathe. Or my apologies, warrior one. I don't know where is thinking plank. Really breathe. And this time when you are ready, we are going to bring hands down. We are going to do those gentle kicks. So again, option one, as we pick up that back foot, is doing 8 kicks. Option two, hands come to the ground. When you're ready, reaching all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more, 8. Come back to downward dog. Coming back up to high plank. Down. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog. Tuck toes, stretching back, coming back up. And if you want, picking right foot up off the ground. Inhale, scooping hard up. Reach back. Coming all the way. And in. And lift. And back. Holding in downward dog. Taking nice big breaths in. And big breath out. And whenever you're ready, softening both knees, looking past hands, we are going to come into Masala. So option one is jump, step, or float. Feet on the outsides of your hands. Option two is to step the feet on either side. So spine is nice and long, shoulders are rolled back, and breathe. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breaths out. And 2 more big breaths. And when you're ready, hands to the ground, pivot your feet, coming into a forward fold. And on the inhale, coming back up, bring heels in, soften into masala again, shoulders back, nice and tall as we breathe. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. And one more big breath. Whenever you're ready, very carefully, hands to the ground, coming up into a forward fold. For those of you who'd like to come into crow or headstand, and that is already in your practice, please, please, please do. For those of you who are learning how to do crow, when you're ready, hands are nice and firmly on the ground, come up onto balls of your feet, start to soften the knees, feeling the knees on the outsides of your arms. Taking one, second one, up. And it takes a while. And sometimes I have fallen many, many times, which is why it's better to do it with a spotter if you can. Really breathing. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. And two more big breaths whenever you're ready. If you're in headstand or crow, slowly coming back. We are going to all meet into a forward fold. And just shifting your hips from side to side. And when you are ready, very carefully, we are going to come back to center, just checking your wrists and seeing how they're doing, because I know we've been doing a lot of handstanding type prep today. So I just want to make sure you're feeling okay. When you are ready, we are going to do what I like to think of as cartwheels, and I am going to turn away from the camera so you can see. So we're going to take our feet over towards our left side. That right leg, the inside leg, is going to reach up and over and step, up, over, and step. So what this looks like is up, up. If it feels okay, starting to get a little bit more from side to side, really breathing. 4 more, 3, 2, and last one. Good work, my lovelies. Really breathing, taking your big breaths in and big breath out. Hello, and I think I've got a visitor today. That's Ripley. He likes to come and visit sometimes. We are going to come into rolls. So sitting up nice and tall. Very gently come all the way down onto your back. And up. Up. Try to hold for a moment at the top. Reach. If it feels okay, this time, extend the legs at the top and then bring it back. And reach. Extend. And back. And reach. Extend. And back. And reach. Extend. and back. For those of you who are able to come, whoops, I'm not able to, all the way up to your feet, please do. Coming into what we call a lifeguard. And reach. And up. And release. One more. Reach. And nice work. Coming all the way down. Knees to the ceiling. Feet flat. Hip distance apart, and very carefully lifting your hips, pelvis, stomach, and chest. Making sure there's no tension in the neck. And exhale slowly, drilling it back down. And if it feels okay, taking your hands, reaching them up, soften your elbows so your fingers are pointed towards your shoulders. Option one is to lift hips, coming up, pressing into fingers. Option two, if it is in your practice, coming all the way up to head, or coming into full extension of a full wheel. So your choice, what feels best to you. Whenever you're ready, taking a big breath in, and on your exhale, letting yourself coming up. And always harder with ponytails. Really breathe. So just seeing which variation feels best to you. And one more big breath on the exhale whenever you're ready. Slowly coming all the way down. Bringing forehead to knees just to count your balance. And whenever you're ready, relaxing down and very gently feet on the ground and allowing your knees to windshield wipe from side to side. And slowly coming back to center, extending both legs up. Imagine having an elastic around your ankles, and on your inhale, opening for 1, 2, 3, 4, squeezing inner thighs, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reach. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze. 6, 7, 8, and reach. 2, 3, 4, and squeeze. And one more. And bringing them all the way back and drawing a circle clockwise with your toes by softening the knees. And one more. Let's reverse the other way. And last one. Shaking out your legs and very carefully taking left leg crossing over right. And whenever you're ready, let's guide our knees over to the right side, keeping left shoulder on the ground. one more big breath on the inhale slowly, coming back to center. And release, taking opposite knee up, gently hugging knee in, crossing it over to right leg over left, opening right arm to the side. Whenever you're ready, guiding, knees over towards that left side. Keeping right shoulder on the ground. And taking a big breath in. And slowly coming back to center. And extending arms, taking big breath in. And big breath out. And slowly softening our arms, softening our legs, slowly finding our way into what we call Shavasana. Allowing your eyes to soften. If it feels okay to close them, please do. Turning palms up to receive energy or turning palms down to ground. And feeling yourself taking a big breath in and exhale. Starting to feel movement returning to fingers, toes, hands, and feet. If you'd like to reach your arms above your head to yawn and stretch, please do. Feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And softly rolling to your right side and using your hands to guide you, slowly finding your way back up to a tall seat. Feeling your sits bones melting into the earth, crown reaching up to the sky. And whenever you're ready, let's take a big breath in, bringing our arms up. And on our exhale, bowing to thank ourselves. And I thank you too. Namaste, everyone.